Recording. All right. Okay. Oh, let me get in position. Hello, everybody. Oh, I look fat. Breathe in. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Well, hello, everybody. Oh no, that sounds ridiculous. Hello. No, that's as well. What am I doing? Anyway, hello, everybody, and welcome to SciArtShop.com. This is going to be my YouTube channel, which I haven't set up yet because I don't know what I'm doing. And this is about the 10th video I've tried to do it, all different formats, just to see what's good and what's bad. Now, the last one, I did 2 different cameras recording at the same time. But basically, you just saw my big fat stomach and me making things and my face. So I don't think that was very good. And yes, I did speak in a funny accent like I am now. And yeah, I'm going to do that. But I just wanted to see if this video works in this little clip. I quite like it because you can see the lion. You can see other little projects I've done. And yeah, my little brushes, that's it. Paint brushes that would have gone into landfill that now have been repurposed into luxury products. Okay, so I'm not wearing any of my own designs today because I'm still waiting for a delivery. But there you go. That's the way cookie crumbles. What can you see there? Oh, there's another like modern design behind me. But anyway, I'll sit up straight and yeah, I think that's better. And yeah, hopefully this will all record. And I think it'll be a lot easier for me with the clips to try and put them all together and stuff like that. Because I think you need to see the the projects or projects, whatever you call them, depending on where you're coming from. And this is one I recorded earlier that you won't see because, you know, it's just my face and my big fat stomach. So that's going to be no good. So I'm just going to carry on. So just pretend you've seen the original one, okay? So we've got a little gift in there, something like this. Anyway, I better tell you what I'm doing. I'm making crackers. Yeah, that's right. It's no good going off on a tangent if you don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, so there you go. So there's a cracker. And I'm making my own crackers for Christmas Day. Because Christmas Day is approaching soon. Okay? You know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do. That's great. Even the lion knows. So that's great, do it. That's the same. I'm speaking a bit of Thai then, and that's no good because you're not going to understand me. Unless you're Thai, of course, and then you understand every word I say. Well, hopefully. Anyway, going off on a tangent again. So, in these in this cracker is a little product like this. I've had these little things, now there's a few of them, and I'm just going to put them in there. So I've done that already. On my other video, I did explain that I'm not putting any jokes in there because the person that actually pulls them will actually say a joke they know. So hopefully they know off the top of their head. Okay, and what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, there's no hats in here either because I'm going to make those later, and I'm going to do another video to show you how I do that. And it's going to be out of one of these. Toilet roll, yeah? You know what that is? You do? You do? That's great. Anyway, so yeah, so there. I think you're up to date now. So oh, and it doesn't snap either. So when the people pull it, they have to say snap themselves. Okay, because you know I'm not going to buy snaps. I think you can buy snaps. Is that what you call them, snaps? Anyway, a little bang will go off, and I thought, oh no, I'm not going to buy that. It'd be more funny if people just make their own noise up. So I'll video it and let you see how we get on with all the lovely crackers that I make. Anyway, so this is one I've made. I haven't quite finished it yet. I've just got the ends to go. They've got to be folded in like this because it's not very neat at the moment. And if you can see that, you can see it's all sealed nicely. And I've sealed it with some, what's this called? This is called tinsel, that's right. So yeah, so it's going to be good. And then I'm going to make another one for you today, just so you can see it. And then I won't have to post that other video that's no good anyway. So yeah, and there's going to be, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do it on there. I might do some pictures of my friends that are coming for Christmas Day and put a picture of them on there and make them a bit more Christmassy and laminate that and then stick that on. And I might put a bit of glitter on it because you must use glitter at Christmas because it's the law. You know that? You heard it? Well, if you didn't, you heard it here first. Okay, you know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do, you do. That's great. Okay, so now what I've got, if this reaches, is my glue gun. Now I did speak about the glue gun on the other video that's no good, but I'll say it again. This is a glue gun and I've had for a couple of years now. Sometimes I buy cheaper guns and they don't last 5 minutes. They usually explode when I'm trying to make something. So don't do that. Spend a little bit of money on a good quality glue gun. And you can get all different sizes. And this one is what I call a small one. Because I do use a glue gun quite a lot, but I've never used a big one. I like small ones because you can get in every nook and cranny. If you don't know what a nook and cranny is, look it up on that search engine that I'm not going to say which one it is. Well, you might use a different one than the majority of people, but you just do what you want to do. Just find out. Ask your neighbor, ask your friend, ask your family. They might know. Anyway, so here it is. Here's the glue gun. So you've got to be really careful with the glue gun because they are hot and you'll get burnt if you touch the glue or touch any of this area around here. So I won't be touching any of that today. Well, I won't be touching any of it at any time because I'm not that silly. Believe it or not. Anyway, I'm going to put it down now. Okay, I'll try to, but it's got a bit of glue on the bottom and it makes it a bit tricky. So I need to clean that off, but I'm so busy making videos, ain't got time for that. Ain't got time for that. I think is that a little jingle? Anyway, I don't know. So what I'm going to try and do is stick the end down. So I'm going to put the glue inside the cracker in the, what's the thing called? Oh yeah, toilet roll. So I'm going to put that in there. If you can just see that, I'm just going to put a little bit around there and then flap it over. Now, I'm going to use my finger, but you got to be really careful because you'll get burnt. So, yeah, if you got gloves, wear gloves. But I've got gloves, but I found they get in the way for this sort of thing. So, anyway, I'm going to get on with it. And I'm just going to put a little bit around there like that. And put that down safely. And then I'm going to push that over. Now, oh yeah, no, that's working good. So I'm just going to push that around. So there you go. You see that? So I've just folded that over. I don't know whether you can see that. Because like I say, this is a new video and I'm trying different video angles just to see if you can see. So let me know in the comments below. I shall probably post this on Facebook because I haven't actually got a YouTube channel yet because I haven't got round to that because I'm too busy making other videos. But yeah, I'm going to push that in like that while it's still a little bit wet. And I got a wispy bit and all that. And I've just realized I don't really like it. It's not looking very good. But I'm going to carry on because that's what you do with this kind of thing. You just carry on and go with the flow. So yeah, I'm just pushing that in without burning myself, which is a bit difficult. And yeah, and I've just realized this doesn't really work. So, I make it up as I go along. You can probably tell. So I'm going to have to come up with another solution. And at the moment, I don't know what that is. But, well, it might work if you don't look in the middle. But yeah, let's have a look. I can always put glitter around the edge and that'll tidy it up. So yeah, I think you just have to be a bit more careful with me. And I've just noticed you got little bits like that. Did you see that? There's a little bit coming off. So I need to put a little bit of glue in there just to seal that down. And you got to push that down because I put another glue stick in. And it doesn't fade itself, if you know what I mean, what I'm saying. And yeah, I'm just going to push that down. Now I've got to be careful because it's the end. And yeah, so if you're a child doing this, get an adult to do this bit. I would recommend children using other glue like Yoo-Hoo because that's clear and that's good as well, and that sticks quite quick. And actually, I've got some glue, Yoo-Hoo, so I could use it. I don't know whether I'm allowed to say Yoo-Hoo because that's another, that's a project. No, that's a product. That's the word. And well, I suppose they won't mind because if people buy it off the back of this video, then that's great. So I need to make sure I get a little bit of a cut out of that, I suppose. But like I say, I'm learning as I go along and I don't know how you do that. So that'll be something for the future. So I'm just going to wrap this around as best I can and just to see what it looks like. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I think I am going to do that. And then I'm going to do something on the edge just to finish that off. Can you see that? There's a seam at the bottom, so that is what we class the bottom, and this is the top, okay? So, yeah, so you can see. So it has finished it off. It's not too bad. And anyway, it's organic, so, you know, I make it up as I go along, so that's okay. But I will put a bit of, I know what I'm going to do. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to put a bit of glitter on the end, and that'll cover up all this little rough patch. You know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do. That's great. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other side before you all get bored. And yeah, I'm just putting the glue down like that. And then I'm just going to push that round very gently and try not to burn myself. And yeah, that's the way you do it. Okay? And a little bit more. Now, I put a bit too much there and I might burn myself now. So I might have to go too casually, and that's not good. Okay? Oh, no, I didn't burn myself there. That's even better. Okay, I sound like I got a sore throat, don't I, the way I'm talking, but I have not. It's just the way I'm talking. I don't know what accent I'm using. I'm just talking like that because I think it's funny if I put on a funny accent. You know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do, that's great. Right, and just carry on. Oh, now I got a wispy bit then, and that keeps falling over, so that's not going to be good. Okay, so I'm pushing that down, and yeah, pushing that in. So again, it looks a little bit rough. And if I can just show you this, see where I cut that? Is a little bit rough. Now, there's not much to stick around, so I'm going to have to try and stick that around the best I can. I don't know whether you can see that. Do you see that? You can, that's great. So I'm just going to do that now, push that round, and without burning myself. Okay, so let's get rid of all the wispy bits. In my other video, I did explain how you don't get wispy bits, and that is by holding the gun when you've let the glue go, and you just keep it there for a couple of seconds till it dries, then you take it away. Okay, and then you don't get a wispy bit because they get in the way. Okay, I watched a YouTube video on that, so check that out. I can't remember which one, but you know what I mean? It's the way it is. Okay, so I'm pushing that in. Again, it looks a little bit rough, but I will cover that up, so don't worry, because this is very organic. Okay, so now I've done that, and I just wanted to show you. There you go. So yeah, it looks a little bit rough there, but like I say, I'm going to put a little bit of, what's the word? Not tin, so that's tin. So I'm going to put a bit of glitter. That's right. A little bit of glitter around there and cover that up. And then you won't even know, okay? You only know if you watch this video. And if you do watch it, like, share, and subscribe, or whatever it is you're supposed to do, because I didn't even know what you're supposed to do yet. But hey, that's the way I roll, okay? Now we're on nearly 30 minutes, and I've only just shown you how to stick the ends. So that's not good, is it? Because I think I only get 15 minutes on YouTube, but you can extend it. But I'm not too sure how you do that yet. Because some people just do little clips. And I don't want to do that because I want you to listen to me speaking because it's all part of the experience of SciArtShop.com. Well, it's a SciArt channel, if I'm allowed to have that name, because it's probably already been taken. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent and you don't want to hear about that, do you? Okay, so now I'm just going to leave that to dry. Well, it is actually dry because it's a glue gun and it happens really quick. So what I'm going to do now is actually show you how I made this in the first place. So I'm just going to put that to one side and make another one for you. Okay, so here we go. You got 2 toilet rolls, and that's not a very good one. I don't know what happened to that, but we won't go into that, okay? So you got 2 toilet rolls just like that. And what you're going to do is cut it. I need a luxury pair of scissors, and here they are. Look at that. You're just amazed, aren't you? So I'm going to use this one for the middle, okay? So that's that bit there, the middle. Okay, so that goes inside there. And then I'm just going to, these are the ends. So what I've decided to do is cut that in half. So I'm going to do that, and it will flatten down, but I will flatten it back out again. So there won't be any issues there. And you don't have to be perfect on this because it's, like I say, we're all organic, okay? So where are we at? Let's have a look. So there you go. You got your 2 ends there. So you got two ends. Can you see that? Do I have to go back? There. Yeah. Okay. The fan's on in the background, so it might blow these away, but I'll just have to go and find it. You have to bear with. Okay? So there you go. You got your bits like that. So I'm just going to bring that one back to show you. It's got bit. Okay. So there you go. So now I need to get a bit of crepe paper, if you know what crepe paper is. And on this one, I'm going to use a green crepe paper. Now, I'm quite pleased, really, because I bought loads of crepe paper about 2 years ago, and I've never used it. Well, I might have used it a little bit, but I haven't used it since. So it's really good. I knew one day that would come in handy because I got a big area where I store all my stuff. And usually the stuff is stuff you throw in a bin. And so instead of putting it in a bin, I try to make something new out of it. Just like my lion in the background, that's made out of, I'll tell you what that's made of. Let me just go and get it. Bear with just a sec. And here it is. I've got it now. So, if you can see this, I'm going off on a tangent again, but ta-da! A floor brush. So, if you can imagine, there they are, there's 4 floor brushes, and there you go. That's what I made it out of, and all the other stuff, I made it with other bits and pieces. But, you know, I'm supposed to be talking to you about a cracker, not my lion, but I just wanted to show you that. So there you go. So, you got a little hair there. What's happened? It's gone wrong. There. So I can make myself, couldn't I? And then make me look like that. Oh, I look like a bird or something, don't I? A bird. You know what a bird is? Yeah. So there you go. So that's what I made it out of, and I cut that out, and then I stuck it all together. Anyway, put that to one side and get on with the job in hand, because you don't want to know about that yet. That'll be another video at a later date. Anyway, so we're gonna go and open this luxury product. And there you go, it's a lovely green color. And I'm just going to just see how much I need. So I'm just going to get rid of those 2 there, put that there, and throw that out the way. And I think last time, because it's folded, I'm going to use 3 folds. And I'm just going to check that that folds over. Yeah, and that's plenty. So what I'm going to do now, with my 3 sections, is just cut along that line. So I'm just going to open that up a bit. Can you see what I'm doing? You can. And I'm just going to cut down there. You don't have to be perfect with this, because like I say, it's all organic, and this is art. And if I make a mistake, I'll just find a way to cover it up. But usually I make out it's supposed to be there, the mistake that is. Anyway, so I'm going to put that back in there to keep it nice and dry and clean. That's the word. And I'm going to put that over there. Okay, so now we've got green, what was it? Crepe paper, that's right. So what I'm going to do now is put that in the middle. Am I going to put that in the middle? How did I do this last time? I've got to remember. Yeah, that's what I did. I did that. Okay, so I'm going to do the middle first. So I'm just going to put a line of, glue, that's the word, onto it like that. And then I'm just going to stick it just in the middle of the crepe paper there. Okay, push that down a little bit. There you go. Now, last time when I did the video, I did explain I didn't know exactly where to stick these, because I've never done this before, and I don't want to watch a YouTube channel because it's more of a, what's the word? It's more of a challenge to do it like this without watching other people doing their version of it. So, plus it makes it your own, and you feel like you've achieved something at the end of the day. And achieving things every day is the name of the game. That's the word. Yeah. So I found that if I leave a fairly big gap like that, it's enough when you tie the tinsel down, and then it all concertinas together. If you don't know what concertina means, look it up on one of those search engines. That's right. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a bit of glue there. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. You can, that's great. And I'm just going to stick that down just on there. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same with that, so a little bit there. And I'm going to stick that down, and you want roughly the same width there, otherwise you'll have a lopsided cracker, and that's not good. Anyway, so I'm going to stick that about there. So, there we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to have to do is fold that over. So, I'm not going to stick that bit there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, see that little flat there? I'm not going to stick that there, because when I roll this over, it's going to all keep together anyway. So, what you do now is just keep it taut. If you know what taut means, if you don't, look it up. So you keep it tense. Is that the word? Tense? I don't know. Anyway, so now I've done that. I'm just going to put a little bit of, I don't know whether it's going to work actually. I might have to take that back. I'm going to take that back because I do actually need to make sure that that's stuck on there like that. Because I noticed when I was rolling, that's the word, rolling it over, it didn't work, and it was starting to bunch up. And you want a nice clean, like sticky area. Do you know what I mean? With it all wrapped over. So I'm just going to do that now. So, and I'm going to do that with this bit, and just find the end and put a bit of glue there. Hopefully you can see that, and push that down like that. And it doesn't take long because it's glue, a glue gun, and my cord isn't quite long enough, so I'm going to have to be careful there, and bring that across to the glue gun. Now I stick that down, and now we got it all stuck down. So now I'm just going to roll it. So keeping it taut, and then I'm just going to go like that, and then I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to put it a little bit there. And you probably think, why is he talking so fast? And that's because I don't want you to get bored, and you want to see what I'm doing. So oh, I think something just fell over. It did indeed. So I just have to go and sort that out at a later date. Okay, so I'm pushing that down now. Okay, so now that's all stuck on. So you can see that? Now this bit's a bit rough. So this is going to be the bottom. So what I'm going to do is just fold that over. So I'm just going to make a lovely edge there. Look, that's brilliant. Don't you know what I mean, what I'm saying? Anyway, so now, you see, I'm going to have to go off camera just for a sec, because something's falling down and I haven't got enough wire to pull it over and stick with the glue gun. So bear with while I just go and do that. Oh yeah, everything's falling down, so that's not good. So I am a professional at the end of the day. You might not think it, but I am. Okay, so there you go. So we had a problem there and I sorted it out. So that's the name of the game, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is indeed. Okay, so where were we? We're going to fold that over. That's right, and make a nice edge. So what I'm going to do is, if I've got enough wire, is just put a little bit of glue along there quickly, because you need to be quite quick, because it sticks really, it dries really quick. So I'm just doing that and gently pushing that down, because like I say, you're using crepe paper and you're using hot glue, and it's not very thick, so you might burn yourself. But I am finding that it's not burning my hand or anything, so that's a plus on my side. Okay, so there you go. So now I've got the edge. So what I'm going to do again is just put a little bit of glue along there at the edge. Just go along like that. And then what I'm going to do is roll that up and keep it taut. And then I'm going to roll that down. And then see, I'm going to get that glue there and just push that down. Give it a little roll like that. Like you're making some sort of cake or whatever. Not cake. Oh yeah, I suppose you could make a cake and roll cakes and things. Or piece of bread or whatever. Not piece of bread, you know, a loaf. That's the word, the classifier. I'm using the classifier. If you know what a classifier is, I'm learning Thai, and you have to have classifiers every time you use a number. And yeah, so we have them in English, and I didn't realize that. You have a loaf of bread, 2 loaves of bread. So the classifier for loaf for bread is loaf. You see what I mean? What I'm saying? And I just knocked that off, did I? Okay. Hopefully that didn't make a funny noise. Okay, so there you go. So there you go. We've got the nice little scene there. Can you see that? That looks lovely, doesn't it? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I need to find a bit of tinsel again. And I'm not going to use this color because I used that last time on my luxury yellow crackle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is quickly leave the screen again. I should probably should have all this ready before you watch me, but it's only just down here. So I'm going to use, I don't know what I'm going to use. I might use a white. No, it's not white. It's silver, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to use silver. That looks good. So you want some of the contrast. Well, so there you go. I got some silver. I wasn't very long at all, was I? Oh, and there's a little bit of string there, and I'll use that on another project. I'm not going to throw that out or anything like that because I'll use it in the future. Now, when I made this one, I put the little gift in first and then tied it up. But when I realized that one end was tied up and I picked it up and the gift fell out. I mean, it's pretty obvious really, but you know, I didn't realize that was going to happen. So what I do now is I learn by my mistakes. I'm going to put a bit of tinsel on that bit and fold it up. Then I'm going to put the little gift in, and then I shall do the other end. Now, just remember, very important part, don't forget to put the gift in when you close both ends. Okay, just a little hint there. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to remember how long I did it last time. Now, I think I did, I don't know what I did. I think I did the length of the, yes, I did. So what you need to do is find the ends of the cracker, and then you want the same length tinsel that's the same length as the cracker. Can you see that? You can. That's great. Okay, and then you're going to cut it. So I'm just going to cut that there. Okay, and then you need another one. So what you're going to do is pull that taut Yeah, tight. Pull it tight. That's a better word, isn't it? Because with my accent, tort sounds a bit funny. Anyway, so I'm going to cut that off. Now you will find you get little bits of tinsel going everywhere. Now that's fine. Don't throw that out. Put that in landfill or anything like that, because you just want to sweep that up like that. And you want to keep that because you're going to use it on another project. I don't know what yet, but we will do. I will make it in the future. Okay, so now we've got our two little pieces of tinsel. Okay, so what you want to do now is find the bottom where the seam is and put that at the bottom. Okay, and now you want to get one of your pieces of tinsel and you want to find where you need to tie it. Okay, so basically you're going to make this. Okay, you got it? You still with me? Good, good, that's great. Okay, so what you want to do is halfway put that in like that, and then what you're going to do is fold it. Now I've just realized that the tinsel seems very small to me, because last time it was very long and I did some bows. So I think I made a mistake, so I do apologize, because that's not long enough for some reason. Or is it? I don't know. Because when I tie it, we might get one bow out of it. Okay, no, we'll go with it. Okay, so perhaps I didn't. It just seems, they seem a bit shorter. Anyway, so get the bottom there and fold that over like that. And now you're going to pull it. You see what I'm doing there? So you put it, now you need to be gentle because you don't want to break oh, what's it called? The crepe paper, that's right. You don't want to break the crepe paper. Hard to say as well. Because that defeats the whole object and then it looks like you've already pulled the cracker. So just keep that and try and get the same width on either side of your tinsel. Now, you will find that that goes off on a tangent, but just pull it back like that. Okay? And I've just realized the bottom's there. Yeah. So you're going to tie it once and then you're going to tie it again. So you just need to do that, do a double sort of knot there. There you go. So now you're looking like that. Okay? Can you see that? You can. That's great. Okay. So now I'm going to turn that around and I'm going to do exactly the same with the other side. But what must I not forget? Can you remember what I said? Very important. You got to put a luxury gift inside. So I'm going to choose this one and put that in before I tie the other end. Otherwise, you're going to be untying everything or pulling the cracker. So there you go. You just slip it in there. Okay? And make sure it goes to the bottom. Okay? So you can hear that. Can you hear that? Yeah. So they're exciting times. Okay. So now I'm just going to push that back down. I'm going to put that on the bottom because you want the knot on the top. Now, just find where that's going to go and get equal lengths and give it a little knot there. So you're just going to pull that round. Okay. Oh, there you go. Keep that like that. Oh, look at that. It looks amazing. Now pull that taut again. That's upward again. Taut. Okay. And you do one more. Okay. So there you go. And we have it like that. Now, yeah, we're just going to finish this off. So make sure you put your seam at the bottom because you don't really want to see that. Even though it's a nice seam because we did a nice clean edge, okay? It's a shame we can't get that on there. But I've just noticed on this one, I seem to have a lot more crepe paper left over than I did when I did the yellow one. So I need to, perhaps I need to do it a slightly different way, but have a think of that. Think about that while I'm still doing this. Okay, so now I've got that on there like that, and I'm just going to, I need to make a bow. Now, last time I said, if you made these longer, these tinsel bits, you could make a bow, you know, just tie a bow. So like you do your shoelaces. And I forgot I said that. And this time I've got the same issue. So I need to make a bow. So what I'm going to do is use my luxury glue gun and I'm going to just make a little loop like that. Can you see that? A little loop like that. Either side of that, just to make a little loopy bow thing. So I'm going to cheat a bit. So all I do is just put a bit of glue on there, and then what you do is put the glue gun down nicely, and then you got the end, which is wire, and then you stick that in the glue gun. Now you'll need to press it a little bit hard, and you just need to keep it there for a few seconds while it sticks. Okay. So you can ask your or somebody to make you a nice cup of tea or a coffee while you wait for that to stick. Now, it might not stick brilliantly, but if it doesn't, just put a bit more glue on there. This one has sort of stuck on with the wispy bits at the end, not the actual end bit. But don't worry about that, because I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side, and I might just put another bit of glue there. And yeah, just fold that over. Hold on, let me just do that. So I'm just going to hold that in place while that all sticks together, hopefully. If it doesn't stick together, then just do it again. It's not a problem at all. And if it doesn't happen after the second time, do it for the third time. And keep doing it until you get it right. But if it doesn't work, then you need to think of a new idea. Okay, sorry about that, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. If you don't know what the cookie crumble means, look it up on that search engine of yours. Okay, there you go. So that's, I'm just going to push that up like that, because you need to make it look pretty. And yeah, there you go. Can you see that? You can't really see there is a loop there. Look, I got my finger through it. And there's another one there. So now I'm just going to turn that round, my little cracker, my green one, and I'm going to do it on the other side. Now I've noticed this one, this end is shorter and this one's longer. So this one's going to be, I would have thought, an easier loop to make, and this one isn't. But I'm still going to try. So I'm going to do the hardest bit first, because that's the way I roll. Do you know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do, that's great. So I'm just going to put another bit of glue on there, just on the middle of it, and put that down nicely. And I'm going to fold that over and push that in, and hopefully that will stick. So I'm just going to do that now. So let's just talk together. Put in the comments below what you think of this video. Like I said, I haven't got a YouTube channel yet, but I will have one. But I will post this on the social media just to see what you think. Let me know. Do you just want to see what I'm doing here? Do you want to hear me speaking? Do you want to see me? What do you want? Because, you know, I'm easy. I like to do the whole thing, really. But at the end of the day, it's my channel. So perhaps I should just do what I want to do, which is what I am doing. But anyway, just let me know, because I like feedback. You know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do, that's great. Okay. Anyway, I don't know whether we're on over 30 minutes now, so I don't even know whether it's going to upload that much. Can you do that on Facebook? Does anyone know? Anyway, like I said, I'm learning as I go along. So, because I thought, well, I'm making all this art anyway, so why not just share the love and let everyone see what I'm doing? And then you might be able to make some things as well. Well, you will be able to, because I'm showing you how to do it. And then you can show me all your pictures, and then I'll get a really warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart. Is that my heart there? Yeah, that is my heart there. Because it's hard to see because it's back to front when you're videoing, okay? So, yeah, anyway. So I'm going off on a tangent again, and you don't want to know about my heart. You want to know about my cracker. Oh, that sounds a bit wrong. But anyway, there we go. I'm going to put another bit of glue on there like that, and push that down. And I've noticed that's not stuck very well. So I'm just going to try and stick that with this one. So again, I'm just going to push that down and have a little chat with my fans. Okay? If you're my fans or not. If you're not my fans, try to be my fan. Okay? And I will try not to disappoint you. Okay? And I think this is not working very well. So I might have to put a little bit of more glue on it. But I'm just going to give it a few more seconds while I'm waiting, just to see if that's the case. You know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do. That's great. Yeah. I have catchphrases, by the way. I expect you already know that. You do? Yeah? You do? That's great. Okay. Oh, it's not stuck very well. See that? It's stuck, but not very well. So I'm just going to put a little bit more glue on there, because that's the way I roll. You know, this isn't going to be perfect. Nothing ever is in life. So you just need to get over those little issues and make it the job as best you can. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm pushing that down like that, and I'm going to go from there. Okay, so I think the more glue you use, the longer it takes to dry. Funny that, but it's true. And I'm going to give it a little blow, just to see if that sticks it down quicker. Because you don't want to see me doing this all day, do you? Because that would be boring. Oh, sorry, I sort of shouted then, and that's not what you're supposed to do when you do a clip. Okay, so there you go. So push that down. So we got a little things like that. So we are sort of looking the same. I tried to get them to look the same. That's my idea I had in my head, in my mind. So yeah, that's good. Now, because the ends are a little bit rough on this one, I'm just saying, because I've got quite a lot of stuff left over. I don't know whether I'm going to cut that in sections and stick it back. Decisions or not. I think it's too much to cut back, so I'm going to have to cut it anyway. So what I'm going to do is find the end. Can you see that? And there's the end where the what's it called? Toilet roll. That's right, where the toilet roll was, and the end of the actual crepe. And I'm going to crepe. Well, that sounds like something I'm eating, but it's not a crepe. Is it called a crepe or crepe? Crepe. I think it's called a crepe, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, let me know. They sell them in the markets here, and sometimes I have them, and with it, raisins and honey and banana and chocolate and all that sort of thing. I don't have Nutella. Am I allowed to say that? Because I don't like it. But I know a lot of people do. It's a bit like, what's that thing? You either love it or hate it. What's that brick thing? Oh dear, I don't eat it, so I don't know. I can't remember. What's it called? It's like tar. Do you know what I mean? You'll know what I mean if you're a Brit. Oh God. Oh, let me know in the comments below. I've completely forgot. Oh, what's it called? No, it's gone. It might come back to me in a minute. Anyway, going off on a tangent again, and you don't want to know about this tar stuff that we sell in the UK. Anyway, I'm going to cut that in half. So what I'm going to do is just quickly cut that the best I can. And I'm going to keep that because I'll make something out of that at a future date. I don't know what yet, but I will. It's not going into landfill. There you go. So, yeah, now I'm going to do the other end. So just see where the end of the toilet roll. Why can't I remember toilet roll? Yeah, on the end of toilet roll and the end of the crepe paper. And I'm just going to cut that nicely. I'm going to say neat, but I've just noticed it's not neat at all. But anyway, so there's the other bit. And I'm just going to keep that there. So we've got a big bit now. So I'm still going to fold that over because I'm going to keep it the same as that. Because I think if I start doing different ideas now, they might not look the same. And that might not be very good for all my guests that come on Christmas Day. Because we've got so many coming. You'll be amazed. There's all of, well, there's me and Steve, and then there's 3 friends. So that's good. So that's plenty. You don't want too much, do you? And yeah, I'm not having turkey because where I live it's very expensive. So we're gonna have chicken just for change. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't eat that every day anyway. But I'm gonna roast it. Funny that, but I am. Right. Okay. So you know what happens next? I just put a bit of glue in there and try and stick this down the best I can. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. That gun's really hot, you know. So I'm just gonna push that down, just like that. Can you see that? Can you see what I'm doing? Push that down. Yeah, hopefully you can see all this. Let me know in the comments below. Like I say, I did do a video where there was this going on and there was a overhead camera, but it was too difficult to cut into clips. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because I'm not clever enough to do the video editing. I think that's what you call. But you know, I might be at a later date. But at the moment, I just want to make it as simple as I can for you guys so that I don't bore you to death. Because that's not the idea of the making art. You know what I mean? It's got to be fun. That's why I'm talking. Do you know what I mean? And I shouted again then, and I do apologize. Okay, so I'm getting a bit more... look at that. That's, you know, I'm really pleased with that this time. I think if they're longer bits at the end, when you do the sticking down the end, that makes it really neat. See how neat that is compared to that? Do you know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do? Can you see that? I don't know how this works with this focusing stuff, because I know sometimes when you watch people, they do that and it all goes out of focus, and that's no good. So you can probably stop it doing that, but I don't know how you do that either. So let me know in the comments below. Anyway, so I will still put something on the end of this one, even though it's neater than this one, because, you know, it's like anything. I'm learning as I go, and, you know, I just realized how to do it. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other end. So we've got a thing inside. I thought for a minute I forgot to put the gift in. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this down, just like that. And I'm going to push that down like that. Okay, so there you go. Pushing it down. That's a little bit warm for me, but when you push it down, I just take my finger away quickly, and then I don't get burnt. Not that I think I will get burnt, but you never know with crepe paper, because it's very thin. Okay, now I'm going to do the other end. Okay, I'm sticking that down like that. And now I just got to open that up a bit, just to get the glue in there, really. So let me just try and do that now. Okay, so now I'm going to push that down quickly and hopefully not burn myself. And I think I managed to do that. And again, I think having longer ends has made it easier to stick down. So there you go. So there you go. There's number 2. Just push that in. Yeah, that's good. Where's the end? Oh, where's the bottom? I mean, there. So I'm going to push that down. And, you can just mess around with it, just get it how you like it. So there you go. So now we got 2. Isn't that amazing? And they're roughly the same size, are they? No, they're not. They will be when I push that one in, because I'm cheating a bit. Okay, so there you go. So we got 2 there. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to make things to go on the top, but I think I'll do a different video on that, because we're on 40 minutes now, and I don't even know if I can upload that amount onto the Book of Face. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go now, so let me know in the comments below if you find this interesting, and we'll go from there. Like I say, I think I will just do it like this, because I think it's more fun. You get to see me, you get to see what I'm making, you get to see the whole thing, you get to see the art, and you get to see my funny voice. We don't see that, you hear that. And I know the sound's a bit wonky at the moment, but I'm in the process of trying out different mics. So I know it might sound a bit tinny, but it's probably because I'm, what's the word? Stingy, that's right. And I don't want to spend loads of money on that. But you need to, really, so that you get the full effect of my voice, okay? You know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do, that's great. Even the lion knows all about it as well. Okay, so I'm going to cut it up now, and I might upload it as it is, because I'm not going to cut it or anything. You can see warts and all, because that's what it's all about. You know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do, that's great. Because you only got one life, and you got to be yourself. That's what I say, and to hell with everything else. Okay, right, I'm going to go now and turn this off, if I can remember how to do that. I think you press the universal off button. Okay, so there you go. We're 42 minutes. So hopefully you had fun there. Thanks for watching me today. Sawadee Kap if you're watching in Thailand. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'm going now. Bye-bye for now. Missing you already. Bye.